Time is not real, and you and I are a slave to it. Time is not something that's physically real. You can't hold it. You can't touch it like your body. It doesn't exist in space, although it relies on space to exist. When you are in a moment and you see something move in space, say that you're in a moment and you see the sun rise because the earth is turning, so the sun rises. And then later on, you see the sun in the sky, high in the sky. And you compare the sun high in the sky to the memory of the sun rising, and you think that time has gone by. The same thing with the moon and longer cycles. The moon rotates around the earth. And if you look in the sky at nighttime, you will see one night the moon is full, bright, shining. And another night it's a tiny sliver. And even another night you can't see it. But that moment when you're looking into the sky to witness the moon, you have to compare it to other moments in your memory for you to have an idea of time. Even in smaller quantities, how do we know that minutes or seconds have gone by? It's because if you were to look at a clock, you would see the second hand move from one place in space to another place in space. And we hallucinate, we imagine, we make up this construct in our mind that there's this thing called time. But really what is happening is in the moment, you are creating a thought and comparing it to your experience. So time doesn't really physically exist. And why is this important? All of your problems, all of your issues, all of your challenges exist only relative to time. Any worry, any fear, any regret, any grief, any anxiety can only exist when your mind is thinking relative to time, meaning thinking relative to something that is not real. Anxiety, worry, fear, all of these things are projecting negativity into the future, a possible negative outcome. I have this test coming up, I didn't study for it, I didn't prepare for it, I'm having anxiety, right? The test is coming up, it's not happening in the moment. Oh, there's this girl that I want to talk to or this guy that I want to talk to and I'm worried that they won't like me. You don't know because it's happening in the future. You're projecting a negative outcome into the future and you are having not only a mental reaction but a physical reaction to that. Also looking into the past, you can have regret about a situation. Oh, I should have said this, I could have done that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to look back and reflect and to learn. But if this is something that you are dwelling on, something that's causing negativity in your experience, in your body, in your reality, then it might be time to change. Because time is a mental construct. Time is made by thought. Because your unconscious mind knows how to construct time, if you learn how your mind constructs time, then you can bend it. You can change that mental construct in a way that can benefit you. So I want to give you one little practice that you can try. If tonight you were to go outside, look up at the moon, and just be present with that experience. Be present with what you are seeing. Be present with what you are hearing. Be present with what you are feeling, smelling, tasting, experiencing, and just be fully immersed in that experience and notice that in that moment, without thinking about the past, the moon looked like this, or the future, the moon will look like that, just be in the experience and you'll realize that there is no time. And you can use that in any moment when you are having anxiety, having fear, having regret. You can transfer your awareness to the present moment. Be with what you are seeing. Be with what you are hearing. Be with what you are feeling, tasting, smelling. And in that moment, that negativity will dissolve. Try it out. Let me know what you think.